Welcome to part 2 of Freedom Planet for Steam, in case you didn't remember that. And here's one of... Okay, this is a problem I have with the game personally. There are a few side characters that really contribute nothing to the plot, in my honest opinion.
Yeah,
she's not one of them. But
the story is not one of the strong points of this game.
No, this game wasn't even supposed to have a story at first, actually.
Yeah. Also, mentioned it before we started, but that jump in length in parts.
That is because the gameplay to cutscene ratio is borderline non-existent in some cases.
It's like, it's not as bad later on in the game, but in this particular section, there's just an insane amount of cutscenes. I think it's like 4 or 5 right after another.
Yes, because we're only doing one stage in this part, believe it or not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, I don't remember seeing this at all.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Alright, so, new to the update that released Torque, Mila gained her story mode, and Relic Maze is the second stage for every character. But Mila's story is a bit different in that it starts at a point later in the story, and it goes to a flashback, and the flashback starts here.
I see.
Yes, because the first stage for Mila is actually exclusive to her campaign.
Now I have to play her story mode.
Yes. And Mila is a lot of fun, but we're not going to see her for a little bit. Suddenly Carol. So yeah, that's also something different I'm doing. I'm actually playing through the game 4 times, believe it or not, but I'm just condensing it into one playthrough.
Jeez.
Yes. But the good thing about that is, if one character does collect a star card in a stage, then it's collected for everyone else, so you don't have to collect it again. Which is why that star card in particular was transparent. Because I had gotten it as either Lilac or Carol.
Or say that one is transparent as well.
Yes, I probably got that as Mila, because that is a bit tricky. But yes, as the name implies, Relic Maze, it's a bit of a maze. It's nothing tricky. It's more so puzzles than anything else.
Yeah, it's the maze part is more just kind of minor inconveniences than an actual maze.
And if you know what you're doing, you can just glitch through the entire thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Good old speed runs.
But of course you can.
I mean, that's the case for every game. If you know what you're doing, you just glitch right past it.
True.
Was that a glitchy?
No.
That you just did?
No.
Or was that just an exploit?
It's an exploit. So I just skipped about, I would say 30 seconds. But if you time it just right and just jump off the handle as the platform arrangement is changing, you can get down here earlier.
Man, you got those SGDQ strats.
Is it? Yeah, that's probably where I got it from.
I mean, even if that's not where you got it, they probably have used it there.
Got it from Evo.
Maybe.
Topical.
Which is happening
This
right
is one
now.
of my favorite fighting games, so.
Nice.
I don't know, personally, I prefer Pit Fighter.
So with Carol, she has access to these red platforms, and if you find the starting one in a string, she can just jump off of them. Similar to the jump panels in, which one was it? Sonic Adventure?
Sonic Adventure, most surfaces in Sonic 06.
Unintentional, but true.
I'm certain there are other games that did it as well, but I can't think of any right now.
Yes, I can't think of them either. Carol can... I actually forgot those there. Carol can also curl up, and I think she's the only one of the 4 that can do that.
The true Sonic.
Yes. Just not as fast.
Move over, Lilac.
I love this boss
over
because you
here.
can just fucking drop that block on his head.
Yep, and I think you get an achievement for that as well. Ow.
You do.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yes. Carol also specializes in close quarters combat. With that said, it's extremely dangerous to do close quarters combat in general for this game.
Yeah, although I think Carol actually has the easier time with some bosses, especially the final one.
It surprised me when I was recording it, but it's like, wow, I'm not having any trouble. So, And they stole the Master Emerald.
Damn it, I was gonna make
It's
that
yellow.
joke.
Actually, what is the
You
point
can
of
actually
that?
break some of those boxes.
You
I
can.
don't remember.
This boss has a tendency to glitch out on me, and I don't know what causes it.
Really?
Glitch out
Yeah.
how?
He gets like stuck in the bottom right corner sometimes, and I can't hit him. I don't know how. Every time I talk to this with people, and they don't understand what I'm saying because I've never had it happen. But sometimes he just gets stuck in the bottom right, and he'll glitch out sometimes.
By the springs?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Yes, I've never seen that of it either. Interesting.
Well, I looked it up, and it doesn't happen to anyone, so that's
Really?
very nice.
Weird.
It's nice to troubleshoot when nothing, like, it feels like I'm the only person who's ever experienced that problem.
We'll call it the Dan glitch. I
Maybe they
had
patched it
no
out
idea that
sometime.
was even there.
Yes. So within each level, there are instances where characters will access paths that other characters can't. That was technically a path that only Mila can get to, but if you know how to,
jumping.
yeah, it's exactly wall jumping. And also, each character has moves that give invincibility frames. Well, Carol and Lilac, Torque and Mila, yeah, get luck. But yes, if you know you can get away with using the move to get through a I don't know, dangerous. Sorry, I got distracted by a phone call. But if you know you can get away with using the move to avoid danger, then by all means go ahead. It does take up some of the meter in the top left, excuse me.
Directions.
What are those?
Also, it took me way longer than I'm willing to admit to realize that those leaves or petals or whatever were actually health.
Yes, they're cherry blossom petals.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize it until about halfway through the game.
Mm-hmm. There is a token. There is a shield that actually generates the petals for you. It's the I can't remember what the shield name is, honestly. I know this is the Earth Shield, which protects you from Earth damage. Which is actually neat. There's a Fire Shield. There's a Water Shield. There's a Spike Shield, which, yeah, protects you from spikes. I believe that's it.
Gravely missing the electric shield.
Yes, although the Earth Shield kind of acts like it because it
Yeah.
does attract the crystals.
Just without the double jump.
Yes.
Crystals, of course.
Is that still topical?
At this point, yeah.
This is also, I like the bosses in Relic Maze because you have alternate ways of defeating them.
Yes.
And both are just kind of hilarious. For the first one was to drop the block on his head, and then that one you can get him to just peck himself to death.
It's a bit picky though, from what I've seen.
Really? I didn't have any issues getting him to do it.
Because I didn't actually learn about it till this year. Because it happened when I was playing as, I believe, Mila, and it just died. I was just like, what?
I think I was just looking through the achievements and noticed it.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know about that.
Even if I don't go for all of them, that's something I do in a lot of games, is just look at the achievements and see what you, like what weird stuff the game wants you to do.
Right. Oh wow, we're almost hitting 7 minutes in this stage.
Whoa. It's not even the height of it.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It gets worse. Edgy.
I was gonna say, it's a Sonic character.
Yes, this guy was actually intended to be the 5th and final playable character, but...
I needed to find my father's killer.
Okay, let's get into that. So, the creator of this game, I don't remember exactly how he worded it, but he wasn't pleased with how Torque and Spade played out, even though pretty much everyone loved how they worked. So, he never saw a playable appearance, although people have been able to dig into the game's programming and get a playable version. It's not finished, but with his gameplay, it revolves around the use of throwing cars as well as air dashes.
I was gonna say, fuck, it's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories all over again.
Yeah. Good luck fighting the parasite cage.
He'll never make it out. But we should. Come on.
So he just stole
I like how Lilac just like hops into Carol's pocket or whatever.
Sure. Alright, boss of Relic Maze. If you can position yourself just right, you can actually start damaging before the fight itself even starts.
This fight always takes me a really long time. Like, it's not hard, it just takes me forever to finish.
It really depends on the boss's behavior, because actually starting with this phase, it'll start jumping around. Yeah, it's like that, it'll just shoot out projectile sights, I guess.
Energy waves? Who knows?
Special beam cannons? I don't know. But like we said, it's really not hard. Oh, right. The extra live system is... how do I describe it? It counts down. Yeah, it actually counts down instead of counting up. For whatever reason. And once it hits 0, then you get an extra life. And also if you're at max health and you grab a pedal, it counts as a crystal.
It's good that they don't go to waste, because I never noticed that.
Yes, by the way, the last star card is in the boss fight.
I wonder how many people finished the boss fight and noticed the card was there, but didn't, like, get it.
That was actually the last card I ever found.
Last one in the game? Or just
Yeah.
the last one here?
Last one in the game.
Shit.
Because I usually finish the fight off towards the beginning of this room. I never have a reason to come over here.
I think the first time I fought the boss, I ran all the way to the other end just to see what was over here. And down goes the mantis.
Feel my power.
These certain lines just kind of make me cringe.
I think all of them do. Well, I think the writing is like teen level angst all across the board.
Right. Like again, nothing wrong with the voice acting, is just a lot of the dialogue.
Especially like before stage 7 or 8, there's just a moment that is so stupid. And we'll get to that.
Well, I mean, if the story was essentially shoehorned in, then understandable, but it is definitely tilting.
That's why I usually play Classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, let's get into that. There's a story mode in Classic. Classic is self-explanatory. You just go stage to stage.
And Classic is if you just want to play a Genesis game.
I think it works much better in Classic.
Well, because you don't have this 8-minute string of cutscenes.
I mean, you lose out on, like... I kind of like Brevin in the cutscenes. So, I mean, you miss out on a few things, but I think overall it's sort of like...
I like seeing the characters' expressions in the cutscenes, so that's an actual, like, loss. But generally, if you just want to quickly play through the game, or enjoy it at its best with just pure gameplay, you play Classic.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you basically lose nothing.
You lose out on achievements.
Well, this stinks.
Eh.
That's true.
We'll think of something. What I really want to know is why Spade is working for Mayor Zhao.
Buttloads of cash.
Well, Zhao might know something
Money,
about
the ultimate
assassination,
motivator.
But that still doesn't explain what he needs the stone for.
He's just the anti-hero guy.
Bad
Just
feeling
like Shadow.
about this.
Yeah, he's pretty much doing what he wants to achieve his own goals.
Someone's
He's Shadow, but with cards.
What do you mean?
Actually, I just realized that basically makes him Riku.
Wait, someone with
Son of a
shield pulled
gun.
out of the cave. Must have been her.
I hate Riku's mode too.
Sorry about dancing on ya.
The darkness.
Hello? I'm sorry.
No, we're not starting to count for that.
Don't be scared. I promise we'll keep you safe.
Start a counter.
Are you a dragon?
What is even said a lot in this game? Yeah, you know what? I don't even want to find out.
I don't think there's anything really particularly repeated.
No,
Mhm.
no, it's okay. I was just surprised is all.
And nothing will ever be on the level of darkness in Kingdom Hearts anyway, so...
It won't hurt you.
You know what's hilarious is that I never noticed the frequency with which people say darkness until that video.
Sure.
And now I notice it all the time.
I noticed it in Chain of Memories, specifically Riku's side.
I'd heard of people, like, mentioning it, and then I watched the video, and because the only Kingdom Hearts game I've played to completion is 2.
Well, what are you
So
doing
that
all
is-
the way out here?
Like, that's my most diluted Kingdom Hearts experience, is just seeing every time they say darkness.
I'll say.
I can't wait to see how many times they say it in 3.
It better just be every line of dialogue.
Nobody knows where it is except us.
I want Woody to say darkness.
No.
You know he will.
Oh. Actually, I want Ham to say darkness.
The kingdom zone has been taken! Your Excellency! By who? Mayor Zhao. His pilgrimage to the temple was a cover-up.
Does anyone else notice that random error at the pillar right to the left of the magistrate?
I guess someone tried to kill him, but they had bad aim.
A pair of youngsters warned us
Here's the story.
Mm-hmm.
They almost got him, but they missed. But they admire his strength, like they admire his aim so much that they just keep it there. Like you almost got it, but you didn't.
Also, I know that voice.
A lot of these voices I feel like I know, but they sound like discount voices that are very similar to other more famous voice actors.
I think some like just sound similar, but there are a couple that are like actually really prevalent in minor, mostly Flash games. Like the voice of the Magister is Edwin Tiong, who did a lot of voices for Newgrounds stuff, and also is the guy who did the VG Cats adaptation with no name.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna be up to?
Torque. Okay, Torque's the one. Torque sounds like Todd Habercorn, if you know him.
I know of him.
Yes, I don't think I really...
How about a movie?
He voices... I can't think of any notable examples.
I'm
He
certain
voices
I've heard
Natsu.
something he's
I think he
worked
voices
on.
Natsu in Fairy Tail.
That
think.
means nothing. Let me look it up real quick. Because I'm certain I've heard something with him in it.
It's like that. It's weird because I know it's not him, but it sounds just like him. It throws me off.
Help me, Google.
So,
Also, isn't this fun? We're bonding.
well, actually, for some odd reason, that cutscene was moved only to Mila's story.
Oh,
Yes, and the noises from the TV is an actual track on the official soundtrack.
Yeah, he's Natsu in Fairy Tail,
Torque turned into an alien or something.
Ling Yao in Full Metal Alchemist.
What?
Just come
Let me
with
go
me.
through a couple of others here.
Ling's probably a better
Probably had a
example.
bad dream.
Death the Kid in Soul Eater.
Come on, get up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Get my
now it's going
shoes
back
on.
to me. Well, Torque sounds just like him. I don't know. It's weird.
Speaking of Torque,
It's not what it looks like.
What
Yes,
are
it is.
you? Give us answers, buddy.
Okay, I'll tell you.
But you can tell that it isn't him.
Promise to keep it to
Yeah.
yourself.
There's still something
fucking
really
weird.
weird about Torque's sprite, like, for the rest of the game, basically. I don't know what it is, the face just looks weird to me.
From another
honestly,
world.
it's the neck that bothers me, because he's the only character that has a neck, and it's...
We're called chasers.
That's not how a neck works, is it?
You're an
I-
alien then.
I don't know, honestly.
It looks like his neck is a stick, an unmovable stick.
Care
That, and it looks like his head is farther back than it's supposed to be.
It looks like it'll just pop off like a Ken doll.
Lord?
Don't push his head.
Well, he
You might
didn't
kill
get
him.
the name selling cookies. He's dangerous with a capital D.
But yes, we're
Just like capital B.
Oh,
Brevin is the
but yeah, we're getting some backstory. Torque is an alien from outer space. Oh, big surprise.
That's the important part.
Yes.
I love that. Alien from outer space.
Yes.
Implying they came from, like,
The tip of the iceberg.
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, if you wanted to be really pedantic about it, alien just means that it's different. So,
So they came from Mexico.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Brevin is a Mexican drug lord.
But if I can't get them to help me,
Apparently Todd Habercorn is also the voice of Jocko in Dragon Ball Super.
then I'll have no choice.
Ah.
I'll have to destroy it.
I'm not that far in the dub, so I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I'll only destroy it if I have no other choice. I swore to my captain on his dying breath that I would not let Brevin get that stone.
Well, what happens if you destroy it?
Captain, but you can't
Everybody
destroy it.
dies, probably.
You
I
won't
mean,
be
that sounds
able
like a
to
great
destroy it.
solution.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get it back. I don't care how dangerous it is.
I guess he's mainly doing that for the greater good, because, as he said, Brevin has taken over thousands of planets before this, so...
I'm imagining, I'd imagine that his line of thought is basically, well, if Brevin gets the thing, then everybody dies. So,
I guess we could let you save Carol's life.
nothing really changes if you break it. Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
If you are really gonna help me stop him,
Say no more.
But even this
My
planet,
life got
the
you back.
citizens don't really know what the Kingdom Stone is capable of.
I'd be lying.
Really is like Kingdom Hearts.
And to an extent, the players themselves won't know by the end of the game because, honestly, they don't really do much with the Kingdom Stone at all.
Official, right?
They show off one instance of its power, but that's it.
Welcome
Why
It's
is
aboard.
more or
the-
less
it's the
one
MacGuffin.
word?
I don't know, and I use
More
it a
or less.
lot too.
You know how you just say it in one uninterrupted thing? More or less?
More or less. More or less. That's, if you say it too fast, that's what it sounds like.
That probably would be a shortened version of it.
Yes, all the part in it. All right, so after that, how long was that cutscene? Actually, was it like 12 minutes? Or the cutscene?
Too long, that's how long.
And we're not done yet, but yes, in the next part we'll get to what's considered to be a lot of people's favorite levels, Fortune Knights, I believe is what it's called. I want to say Fortune Knight or Fortune Street. I get the names mixed up. But
I
yeah.
don't think it's Fortune Street.
Fortune Street's a video game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I don't think it's Fortune Street.
And I still get them confused. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you then. Take care, y'all.
Ba-da-ba.
Whoa.